Hello and welcome to Stay at Home STEAM with Mrs. Nicholson. This is episode 8 and today we're going to be making an anemometer. Now an anemometer is a weather tool that is used to measure wind speed. We use wind vanes, weather vanes to measure direction. Then anemometer will measure the actual speed of the wind. So to do this, it's pretty simple. There's a couple different ways out there to make these. Today I'm going to be using an egg carton, and with the egg carton you're just going to be cutting the individual egg slots out so that you have 4 of the egg slots, okay? You're also going to need straws. So you're going to need 2 straws and some tape. We're also going to be using a stick pin and a pencil. Okay, we're going to walk you through the steps on how to do this. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to take your first straw and you're going to tape on your first egg piece. Okay, so you're going to tape that to one end of your straw with the part where the egg would normally go. That would be the part that would be the facing out. You're going to put the tape on the back side of that. Okay. Your second one is going to go on the opposite end of your straw, and you want it to go in the opposite direction of the one that you already did. So when you do it on that, you need to make sure that one of the bottoms is facing out and one is facing in. All right, so we're going to get our second one taped on there. I'm trying to get this even. Okay. Once you have that part done, you're going to set that one aside and you're going to do it with your second one. I've already taped the first one on one end. We're going to take our last egg carton piece and tape it to the opposite end. Again, you need to make sure you're going opposite directions of whatever one is on the opposite end. And you're always taping it to the bottom of that piece. Okay, so you can see now that we've got 4 egg carton pieces and they're going opposite directions on the ends of each one. Okay, now we're going to put them together. You're going to take a piece of tape. You need to make sure when you're lining these up that when you're putting them together that you have the opening of the egg part facing the bottom of the egg, so that when you go around it's open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, so that you've got all the way around like that. Okay, and you want to make sure that it's lined up really well, as centered as you can get it, and then you're going to go ahead and tape them together. This just makes sure that they're going to work in unison while we get it into the wind. So I'm going to put a piece of tape, and again, if you don't get it quite right, that's normal. I've done this a couple times where I've had to restart and retape it until you get it where it's the way that you need it. All right, so once we've connected them, so you can see we've got open, closed, all the way around. You're going to take your stick pin and you're going to put it through both of these straws where they intersect and where you've taped them together. Okay, go right in like that. And then you are going to put them in, stick it into the eraser part of a pencil. All right, so that it will go in there. So now it should be able to spin around. What I want you to make sure that you're seeing is that it can freely spin. And if it's not freely spinning, you might need to adjust your where you put the stick pin, kind of loosen it up a little if you need to. But if you can touch it and it'll start to spin around, then it's working the way that you need it to work. Once you have it together, you want to put some kind of mark on the bottom of one of the pieces of egg carton, so you know if you're going to go out and you're going to count the number of rotations, so you know which one you are starting with. So just pick any of the ones and you can just put any type of mark on there so you can see that. All right, I want to show you now, like if we were taking this outside in the wind. We've got a little fan here to give a little demonstration. All right, and then when you've got your air, you can see that it will begin to move around. So The more wind that you have, whoop, get in the way, the faster your anemometer will spin, okay? Now, if you want to get out and kind of compare the wind speed, you can actually count the number of times it goes around in a 10-second interval, and then you can figure out wind speed like that. You can look this up online as well to get into more details about how to measure the actual wind speed. But this is a great thing when you take it outside. You might post it outside your window or somewhere where you can see it, so you can get an idea of what kind of wind is out there. So think about what are some reasons that it would be important to have some idea about how windy it is outside. How would that affect any of your outdoor activities, or would it change your plans for the day? There are just different ways that you can think about how that would be important. And think about how the meteorologists, the people who are working with the science of weather and will be on your televisions, on your news stations, how they talk about wind speed. So watch for that as well when you are watching a weather report. But I know 5th grade, you guys definitely talk about weather tools, as well as 2nd grade. So an anemometer is a great, easy way to make a tool that you can use outside. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you for episode 9. Have a wonderful day.